Hello everyone and welcome to my Impress TV 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ivy Forrester returned to Los Angeles. Deacon and Finn knelt over the body of Sheila in the abandoned building. Deacon could not believe it was her. Finn contacted his mother, and as he examined her eyes with a flashlight, Deacon inquired whether she was all right. Deacon peeled the fabric off the windows, illuminating the surroundings. Sheila's eyes opened. Mom, this is me. It's Finn. You are alive, you're alive, he exclaimed. Getting excited, Deacon saw a chain around Sheila's booted left ankle. The frail Sheila whispered, "Help me." Finn helped Sheila drink some water from a bottle. Her attention was fixed on Finn. Deacon and Finn traded seats, and Deacon handed her more water, her gaze fixed on Deacon. "There's my beautiful girl," he said. He informed her that everyone thought he was insane, but he never gave up hope that she was still alive. She smiled, and he kissed her forehead as Hope entered Eric's office. Steffi left a message for Finn. Hope noted that Steffi seemed concerned that Finn wasn't responding, so she assumed he was with a patient. "Yeah," Steffi said. Steffi had a troubled expression on her face, but then realized he was busy saving lives. Hope thought it was great to know Finn was making a difference in people's lives, and she was confident that Finn's patient was in capable hands. Steffi recalled Finn's quiet demeanor earlier that morning. He had told her that he had more questions than answers, and if that changed, she'd be the first to know. Hope returned to the room, and the women wrapped up their meeting. Steffi inquired about Hope's well-being. Hope responded that it had been difficult to be without Thomas and Douglas, but she was optimistic about her profession session. Steffi inquired whether Hope was seeing anyone. "Are you serious, Steffi? Thomas hasn't been gone too long. Wait, are you hoping Liam and I will get back together?" Hope asked. Hope explained that spending time with Liam does not imply that we're. Steffi sent a dismissive look Hope's way. Hope responded that she and Liam had had significant chats and the anger level had subsided. "She want decency for Beth. So you're going to make a play for Liam?" Steffi asked. Hope thought that Steffi should redirect the energy she was putting on Hope to Finn. Steffi eventually stopped the call. She sat down and stated that she was focused on Finn and her family. Hope responded that whatever transpired between her and Liam should not concern Steffi. Steffi reasoned that he was Kelly's father, but Hope countered that it was none of Steffi's concern because Steffi had more important things to deal with, such as what had happened to Sheila. Steffi responded that they could put it behind them because Sheila would never come back. At Il Giardino, Liam's server asked whether he wanted to pay his bill. Liam replied he'd definitely add to it because he was looking for someone special who he hadn't seen in a long time. When Ivy came, he appeared genuinely overcome. As he hugged her, he claimed it had been so long, too long. She said Ivy thanked Liam for meeting her and admitted she wasn't sure he'd be interested. Liam stammered, and she admitted she was being vulnerable. Ivy was passing through Los Angeles, but she had planned an insane layover to see Eric, who had already attempted to persuade her to fill the large vacuum in the jewelry section. Ivy was relieved to see Eric so healthy. Liam looked at Ivy and inquired what her secret was. He claimed she appeared so happy and beautiful. Later, Ivy admitted that she had considered moving back at times and that she had enjoyed it there. Liam pretended to phone Eric and asked him to offer her a corner office. Ivy claimed her life in Sydney was too much to leave behind, but she'd never say never. She moved the subject to Liam, saying she was sad to hear about him in Hope. Liam sputtered that it hadn't been easy, but he'd been focused on the kids and his job. He guessed it was preparing him for the next step, maybe someone from the past. Ivy said, noting that Thomas had left Hope, which may help him. "Do you see yourself going back to Hope?" she inquired. Liam sighed and repeated the query, and Ivy replied that Hope was accessible. Liam sputtered that he and Hope were not in a position to leak back, and he shrugged and said he wasn't sure what the future held. Ivy brought up Steffi, and Liam expressed gratitude for co-parenting with Steffi and hope. Ivy felt confident that the women were grateful for him, and she expressed her own gratitude, as would many others. Ivy hoped Liam was aware of how great he was. Liam coyly inquired if Ivy was flirting with him. "There's no almost about it," she explained. She offered to dial it back, but he insisted on no dialing. Ivy said that she had been thinking a lot about him and had not forgotten how close they had been, or how close she wanted they had gotten. Ivy stroked his beard, leaned across the table, and kissed him, she said. She remembered how fantastic it felt to kiss him. Kimberland Brown's new contract is Sheila Howe B&B star went from fired to rehired. According to The Bold and the beautiful B&B teasers, the real Sheila Carter Kimberland Brown was ultimately discovered on the April 29th episode, when John Finn Finine Tanner Nolan and Deacon Sharp Shan Cannon rescued her. However, Kimberland Brown argued that this wasn't always the case. In a new interview with Deadline, Brown discussed when B&B head writer and executive producer Bradley Bell informed her of her departure from the program. Initially, Brown was persuaded to believe that her dismissal would be permanent and that Sheila would genuinely die. In truth, Brown purchased land in Montana to be closer to family and was intending to relocate from the Los Angeles house she rents for business. Fortunately, Bell called Brown just in time to stop the LA transfer and made a vague pitch about Sheila's reappearance, so Brown admitted she'd been on a roller coaster ride. According to Brown, she went from thinking February 6th was her last day of filming to suddenly getting a job back on March 18th. Brown credits the fans with convincing Bell to alter his judgment and WR Sheila's reappearance. After all of the sugar, Janet Weber. Kimberland Brown controversy. Brad listens. He does pay attention, and in my opinion, I genuinely believe that my following, my admirers, and the people who have loved to despise Sheila all these years are responsible for my return. Brown added. Of course, Brown brought up the idea that this was B's goal all along, and he simply didn't tell her. Brown, on the other hand, couldn't picture someone doing something so evil, save possibly Sheila herself. Regardless, many people are pleased to see Sheila back in action. In terms of Sheila's future, it appears that B&B wants her to stay for the long term. "I am happy to say that I have been asked to negotiate another contract," he said. "It's great that you're a Sheila fan, but it's bad news for Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Sheila's other adversaries. Deacon Sharp Shan Cannon will receive a second chance with the lady he loves. Similarly, Finn will have the opportunity to actually get to know Sheila if he is willing to go up against Steffi. Our forecasts indicate that Sheila's problems will strain Finn and Steffi's marriage, so we'll keep you updated on all of the interpersonal challenges that arise. How do you feel about Sheila's incredible comeback? Are you thrilled Brown is back on the show? According to The Bold and the beautiful spoilers, all of Sugar and Sheila's mayhem will continue to create waves. Shale is critical. Steffi Snoops and Ivy shocks Liam. According to Bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, April 30th, 2024, Deacon Sharp Shan Cannon is shocked that they have found Sheila Carter Kimberland Brown. The Bold and the beautiful recap highlights. Deacon asks John Finn Finine Tanner Nolan if Sheila is still alive. Steffi Forrester. Jacqueline McInnes Wood attempts to phone Finn. Hope Logan Anuka Knoll assumes Finn is with a patient. Ivy Forrester. Ashley Brewer arrives to see Liam. Spencer Scott Clifton. The Bold and the beautiful recap highlights. Liam Spencer is stunned by Ivy Forrester's kiss. The Bold and the beautiful spoilers show that Liam is overjoyed to see Ivy after all this time. Ivy discusses seeing her uncle Eric Forrester. John Cook. Liam notes on Ivy's beautiful looks. Ivy admits that she had considered returning to Los Angeles on occasion. Liam threatens to call Eric and inform him that she is moving. Ivy is sorry to hear about Liam and Hope Ivy has heard that Thomas Forrester Matthew Ainson has left Hope, which Liam confirms. Ivy inquires as to the possibility of Liam returning to Hope. Liam says neither of them is prepared for that. Liam gets along with both his baby mothers. According to Ivy, many people think Liam is amazing. Liam admits that if he didn't know better, he may think Ivy was flirting with him. Ivy offers to tone it down a bit, but he declines. Ivy often thinks about Liam. Ivy has not forgotten how close they grew or how close she wishes they had been. Ivy kisses Liam and says that's what she recalls most. BMB recap. Steffy Forrester questions Hope. Logan's love life. Hope and Steffy sit down to work. Hope understands that Finn is assisting someone. Steffy contemplates her chat with Finn.